Okay, so teacup, Revelation part 3. Alright, so we were talking about the wedding in Cana and how Jesus instructed them to fill them to the top, the cups, and how I happen to have 6 of these with my little teapot. And then I just felt the Lord say, like, okay, we'll do it. So had me take the teapot, fill it up, and go back and forth, and fill up all of the cups until the brim. And as I finished, he started talking to me about how this teapot is really like an image of marriage. And so what the Lord was saying to me about it is kind of like, this is my grandma. And my grandparents had a church together. And like kind of like my grandpa. And basically saying how that, and the reason why my grandpa, because he's the top, he's covering, he is the head. And so the Lord was saying how the Bible talks about how when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing and he obtains favor from the Lord. And what the Lord was showing me is how a favor flows through this gate, how the husband is essentially like this gate that the favor is flowing through and the wife becomes the vessel. I thought this was super sweet. And basically saying how, like, the top, the husband, when he's disconnected from his wife, like, he has nothing to do. And the wife, disconnected from her husband, is vulnerable. Anything can get in here, it can contaminate it, and so on and so forth. And so I just thought it was a really sweet image. And then the Lord went on to talk about how, the teapot with the 2 pieces is completed, but they don't sustain each other, right? Like, the pot doesn't depend on the top, and the top doesn't depend on the pot. And as you just heard, pot and top, they're actually a mirror image in their words, P-O-T-T-O-P. And the Lord started talking about how the 2 become one, and how essentially the husband and the wife both can be a gate and both can be a vessel, depending on the season and what God is using them for, and how they have a shared purpose of protecting and pouring out whatever it is that God pours in. The teapot isn't doing anything for itself. It's all about what's inside and where it gets distributed. Okay, come back for another part of this revelation.